You can get down there. It's a bit of a drop. So do not fall, mistress. Okay. Blocked with rubble and ruin. This whole place must be slowly peeling away from the cliff. Perhaps you might forego going inside? So, what should I do? Just go back to Iox and say, we got so far and then we gave up? You don't think she'd send us right back here? I do not think Professor Mayari wants you to sprain your ankle, mistress. I don't think Mayari cares about my ankle. And besides, you can always hopper me back to the ship. Given the lines that Six has, it's getting harder and harder to keep the robotic deadpan traditional robot voice. I'm considering just giving up and changing how I do its voice. Or how I deliver its lines, rather, since I'm not really trying to do voices, because I can't do accents worth a dang. I was going to update one of my translations because I keep thinking about Hong's passage, and I'm pretty sure it's actually about the robots that were buried. In part because the robots are from before the establishment of the Empire, which is things that don't exist as far as the Empire is concerned. Yes, okay. All right, I think I'm out of things to do other than what the game wants me to do now. So I'll continue. Is that smoke? That is definitely smoke. Oh, Renba. That's your ship, isn't it? It must be Renba. We thought he'd blown himself up. Or crashed. Who's we? I hadn't thought any such thing. Oh. I could vault over the wall here. Parkour! Please, mistress. The floor beyond would only give way beneath you. The floor looks like stone to me, Six. So it is heavy and more likely to fall. Do you see any other way in? No, neither do I. Maybe that's what happened to Renba. He fell through a hole in the floor. Oh, hey, now I can clamber over. That's cool. Parkour! Here goes. Parkour! The floor seems sound enough. 6. Where did the robot go? All right. Look at this place, Aliya. No one would live here. They couldn't. Which means that it used to be different, obviously. Man, I didn't realize just how suspicious 6 was going to get this time when I named this stream. 6? So a robot's abandoned me for once. Walls. Simply made. Lots of wood. Must have been brought here. Brought from Mercy, maybe? Like, I thought that 6 was suspicious before, but this is just silly. Why build something as big as this out here? It wasn't out here before, that's why. Who was it for?
The ghosts were still here, cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do. The house was empty, but it hadn't been abandoned.
Something I find interesting is that the voiceovers don't quite have the same flavor as the rest of the writing. Like, the character that is painted by the voiceovers is not quite the same person, has more of a romantic bent of mind than what she says out loud. Oh, hi, 6. Mistress. Evidently, it is good to see you intact, mistress. What? How did you get down from that arch? I could not climb over the wall, so I drove myself off the cliff edge. Once I had dug myself out of the sand, I found a door. And are you in one piece? Evidently, mistress. Telling the story later versus real-time impatience? Perhaps. Yeah, it's true. It is all in past tense, which suggests that it's kind of, she's telling a story about something that has happened. The house has been built right up against the rock face. Must have been cold here. Whoever lived in this place would have kept their fire burning constantly. I wonder what they did for wood. I feel like I'm walking over someone's grave in here. My scanners agree, mistress. You're trying to scare me. There is no reason to be scared of death, mistress. Death presents no threat or challenge. You know what? I take it back. I'm going to continue to try to deliver the lines in a robotic voice, because that makes some of the lines amazing. The building won't actually cave in on us, will it? I cannot guarantee that, mistress. It was made by farmers. How do you know that? How do you know? All right. There's an inscription up here. The water goddess, what was her name? Kiviena blesses this hearth. Yeah. The water goddess from Mercy? Is this place directly connected to Mercy then? I wonder what makes farmers ship whole tree trunks out here to build a mansion in the middle of a hurricane? Man, she's jumping to conclusions like she jumped over that wall. I really think that this probably used to be somewhere else. The weather used to be some other way, and she's not taking that into account that like things can be very different over the course of 10,000 years. Anything hiding in the shadows? Certainly there is. He doesn't. So, who lived here and why? Someone hiding from something? It is certainly a lonely spot. I'm considering the second time that I play this through, uh, giving six an intentionally creepy vibe. Because there are different ways that I could deliver some of these lines. That would just be very, yeah. This is a comfortable space. Wide, open, old, mistress. Someone curled up here by the fire to keep warm. Someone died right here, mistress. My scanners, again. The evidence is minor, but significant. A person lay on the floor here for some time after death. Renba? No. Whoever died here died scores of years ago. The lack of moisture on this moon has preserved the traces. But they are old. So where are the bones? The person who lay in state here was only removed recently. Are you saying Janiqui took them? What remained of them? Someone did. That's horrid. Why would he do that? I am unsure, mistress. Something must have led him to this place. There must have been something here that he needed. That's even more horrid. Yes. Yes, it is. Look at his little smile. Look at his little smile. It's just, yes, it is horrid. But I don't understand why Renba would have come out here. There's nothing to find. Nothing anymore. But there was a body. Oh dear. Are we on some sort of murder mystery now? Is that what we're doing now? I mean, he could have taken the body away to bury it. Like there are people who think that that's the right thing to do when they find remains. I'm just saying. Like there's no way that this would be the first dead body that she's come across if she's going out and excavating stuff. Like on the moon with a pipe wrench. Is this really a moon though? Like it's so I mean, it looked like it was only kind of part of a moon. Like my current theory is that this used to be somewhere else. Or the weather used to be different. It used to be a full moon instead of just this like weird little cracked place. And it just changed over time. That's my current theory. Um, I don't really agree with how Aliya is looking at this.